Okay, we're going to learn how to use Canva. So you're going to open up the Canva template, which is linked somewhere below this, and you're going to want to use the free Canva. Trust me, Canva is going to try and get you to pay for it, but you do not have to. So the first thing it's going to do is say like have a free trial of the pro version. Just ignore all of that and use the free version unless you want the pro version. I mean, I have pro because I love it and I use it a lot, but it is not necessary. Then you're going to have a template, and the template looks like this. I'm going to change a few things. This is from my template, but you can actually change all of these things. Now, what is important is to respect the spacing. The reason I have these things spaced out in this way is the way that it's going to appear on your desktop versus your phone. And so your profile picture on LinkedIn is going to be right here in the bottom left corner, and it's going to come up and onto your banner. Okay, so you don't want to have anything here on the left side of your banner. And on a phone version, everything kind of gets shrunk in, and your picture moves over here, and your picture is going to be closer in to over here. So that's why I've put these text boxes where they are. You can put your name here, you can put a headline here, you can put something, but just make sure that you keep it kind of from this line right where I have it over. So if you need more room, you can always take this and drag it outward. Just don't drag the whole thing around. Same thing with this box here. You can make this box bigger if you want, but don't move it over to the left any more than it is. Otherwise, it's going to be underneath your picture on the phone, on the mobile. And so, my suggestion, just a nice way to do it, is your name nice and big. You can also put, you can put your value proposition. You can put, biochemist, like whatever you want to put here is fine, but just make it nice and big so it's eye catching. Your value proposition, what you do well or what you care about. You can make these bullet points. You can make a list, whatever. Mine's a little list. And then I have a quote here. You don't have to have anything else. You can delete anything you want. So to delete it, you're just going to highlight the thing and hit the delete key and it will go away. If you want to click into it, you can double click and you can start to edit the text. If you want to change the font, you're going to come up here and you can change the font to anything that doesn't have a little crown next to it. If you're using the free version, the crown things, it says as a Canva Pro user, I can use this font for free. It's not free because I paid for it. So if you want to just use a free font, there are a lot of free fonts. I have mine looks different than yours. Well, I have a lot of uploaded, but like here's a free font here. Now it's this font. Arial's free. So there are quite a few fonts that you can play with that do not have the little crown next to them. So have fun with that. And then you can do that with any of these. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is change your background photo. So I have this generic DNA one in here. If you like this one, you're free to use it. I think actually I don't know. It might be a paid one. I'll put a non. I'll work on that right now. Actually, okay. So when you click on a thing and you go to elements, you're going to be able to see all of the things. So I'm going to just search for science. You can search for whatever you want, and then you're going to want to go to photos and hit see all. And same thing, you're going to see crowns and things like that near things. So this one does have a crown. So I'm going to change it to something else for the template. So you're going to see something different when you are looking at your template. Let's change it to this generic labware thing. So it's going to, when you click on a picture, it's just going to put it onto your design. It's not going to be in the background. So what you're going to want to do is click on it and then right click. And then you can go down to replace background, and that's going to pop it into the background. Now, in this case, I would need to do one of a few different things. So if I like this picture and I want to keep it, if I double click on it, notice how it got really big, and now I can actually drag the picture around. So if I wanted more of like the microscope to be in there, and then I click off of it, now that's now realigned it. If I was like, no, I actually want it to be more of the glassware, then that's how I could put it. So really anything you want. I think for the purposes of this, I'll do this. And then you can change the color of your fonts as well. So you hit text color and you'll be able to change it to any color you want. If you click here, you can, use this sort of color wheel and you can find a new color for it. There's all kinds of ways that you can do it. You can do a gradient. There's all kinds of things you can do. You would definitely want, if you have a darker background, to go with a lighter color. There's also some effects that you can do. So if you click on effects, you can actually put kind of a background. So if you did that, you can change the color of the background, but that way, I don't know, that way things kind of pop out. I'm doing a terrible job. This looks really ugly, but you can play around with it until it looks really good. I'm going to give you a template that does look pretty good, but you will have to change it if you want to change the background color. So anyway, that is how you do that. If you had a cool picture over here and you didn't want a quote, just get rid of it and let the picture speak for itself. There's a lot that you can do here. The last trick I will teach you is if you wanted to change the transparency of the background. Again, I'm going to double click into it. And then I'm going to go into, is it effects? I don't remember now. Background. Well, there are some effects you can do. You can actually like basically put filters on it to make it like different colors. That's kind of fun if you wanted more of like this retro look. Those are things that you could do. Ooh, look at that color pop. Wow. Okay, I'm going to leave it that retro one. But then if you go to here, the transparency, you can make it more transparent so that your stuff is more visible. So those are little tricks that you can use. I'm going to take that off of there. I don't want to have a blob in the back, and I'm going to change this to a darker color. All right. So that is how you can work on your thing. You may or may not get a template that looks just like this, but hopefully that helps. And if I've missed anything, let me know. But this should be fairly straightforward. The last thing is to export it. To do that, you're going to hit share, and then you're going to want to go to download. Okay, and then so it has like a normal size. This is the size of the LinkedIn banner. I like to blow it up just so it's nice and crisp on my LinkedIn profile. Okay, so I'm going to put a 3 in here. So that's going to make it 3 times as big, which is quite a large file size. And then you can hit download, and it's going to download right to your computer. And then you can go over to your LinkedIn, which I'll pull up. So here's my little LinkedIn banner. I'm going to save it. And then to edit your LinkedIn, just get a LinkedIn window going over here. Bear with me. Okay, so I've got my LinkedIn profile right here. You're going to go onto your profile and you're going to hit this little background photo, and now you would be able to change the photo. You're also able to change how it looks, but I recommend just doing it right on Canva so that it looks correct, and then you'll be able to just upload it with no problems. And you can hit change photo, upload your new one, and hit apply, and then you will have a new background photo. I hope that was really helpful to everybody. Let me know if you have any questions at all.